Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to walk you through a practical guide on how to wireframe and design a landing page in Figma. By the end of this tutorial, you're going to know not just how to create a wireframe, but why it's such a crucial first step in any web design process. It's all about laying out a foundation that makes the rest of your work faster, smarter, and way more organized. Alright, let's dive in. So first off, what exactly is a wireframe? Think of a wireframe as the blueprint for your web page. Just like an architect sketches out the structure of a building before going in with the paint and the furniture, a wireframe helps you map out the basic layout and essential features of your site, without getting distracted by colors or fancy images just yet. In Figma, wireframing is totally focused on function and experience, making sure every component eventually falls right where it belongs. To get started, open up Figma and click on the Frame tool. This frame sets your canvas size and acts like the walls of your landing page. You're defining your working area. But an empty frame is just a blank slate, so now let's bring in something that'll help you keep things structured. Layout guides. Go down to the design panel below and you'll see the option to add a layout guide. Here, where things get really helpful, you'll want to create a column grid. This grid is essentially your invisible backbone, ensuring everything on the page lines up in a visually pleasing way. You can adjust the number of columns depending on your content's complexity. For beginners, starting with 12 columns is common, but if your design is super simple or really dense, feel free to choose what works for you. The grid not only helps with alignment, it's like putting up invisible rails that keep your text, images, and buttons consistently spaced and easy to read, which is a big deal for user experience. Once your grid is set up, let's add another type of guide, a transparent square. These guides act as placeholders for images, icons, or even buttons you'll add later on. Imagine them like sticky notes marking out this is where the logo goes or an image will go here. In Figma, you can create one by drawing a rectangle and dialing the opacity way down so it doesn't distract you but still gives you a visual sense of spacing. Drag it into place over your grid and you'll see how it respects the structure you've just built, keeping your layout clean and logical. Now let's actually put in an image. Just grab an image, maybe from Figma's built-in resources or your desktop, and drop it right onto one of your square guides. You'll notice how easily it fits thanks to your initial prep work with the grid and the placeholder. This process makes it so much easier to swap images in and out, try different placements, and get quick feedback without worrying about everything else shifting around unexpectedly. And really, that's the core workflow for wireframing and starting a design in Figma. Remember, it's all about keeping things simple and clear up front so you don't get tangled up later. Don't worry if your wireframe looks plain right now. The goal isn't to impress anyone with visuals at this stage. It's to make sure your landing page will work brilliantly for your users. If anything here feels tricky, take your time. Figma's tools are really user-friendly once you play with them a bit, and it's perfectly normal if your first wireframes are a little rough. The more you practice, the more natural this process will feel. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give it a like, and if you have any questions about wireframing in Figma or want more tips on landing page design, just drop a comment below. I'm always happy to help out. And if you want more design tutorials like this, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new video. See you next time.